Question 1. As we're told there's only blue, red or yellow cubes in a box, we know the probability of a single event always adds up to 1. The number of red cubes in the box is the same as the number of yellow cubes in the box, and we're asked to complete the table. As we know the probability of a single event adds up to 1, therefore I'm going to do 1, subtract the probability in blue, which in this case is 0.2. 1 subtract 0.2 gives us 0.8. Therefore the probability in red and yellow adds up to 0.8. As we're told the same, therefore they're equal probabilities. So I can do 0.8 divided by 2, and 0.8 divided by 2 gives us 0.4. There are 12 blue cubes in the box. Work out the total number of cubes in the box. Going back to my table, I now know there's 12 blue cubes in the box, and the probability of getting a blue cube was 0.2. So if 0.2 represents 12, and red is 0.4, which is double, so therefore there's 12 blue cubes, there are going to be 24 red cubes. Yellow has the same probability of red, so if there's 24 red, there's also going to be 24 yellow. Therefore, to work out the total number of cubes in the box, I'm just simply going to add 12, add 24, add 24, which comes to 60. Question 2. Dion needs 50 grams of sugar to make 15 biscuits. She also needs 3 times as much flour as sugar. Well, 3 times means we're multiplying by 3. So 50 times 3 means she needs 150 grams of flour to make 15 biscuits. She needs 2 times as much butter as sugar. Well, 2 times means we're multiplying by 2. So 50 times 2 means she needs 100 grams. Dion's going to make 60 biscuits. Work out the amount of flour she needs. We're looking at our recipe. This recipe is for 15 biscuits. What do I have to multiply 15 by to get to 60? Well, I've got to multiply by 4. As I'm only interested in flour, she needs 150 grams of flour to make 15 biscuits. Therefore, to make 60 biscuits, I'm going to do 150 multiplied by 4, which will give us 600. Dion has to buy all the butter she needs to make 60 biscuits. She buys the butter in 250 gram packs. How many packs of butter does Dion need to buy? Well, for butter, we know she needs 100 grams of butter to make 15 biscuits. As she's making 60, again, we have to times that by 4. So 100 times 4. So she needs 400 grams of butter to make the 60 biscuits. Well, you know, 1 pack will only be 250 grams. And she needs 400. Well, therefore, 2 packs, 2 times 250 will give us 500 grams of butter. So therefore, she must buy 2 packs of butter. Question 3. Find the highest common factor of 72 and 90. To find the highest common factor of 2 numbers, my first step is to write each number as a product of its prime factors. Starting with 72, as it's even, I know 2 is a factor, and as 2 is prime, put a ring around it. 2 divided into 72, 36 times. Again, it's even, so 2 is a factor, and again, 2 is prime, so put a ring around it. 2 divided into 36, 18 times. Again, it's even. 2 divided into 18, 9 times. We know 9 is 3 and 3. And 3 is prime, so we put a ring around each of them. Repeating this for 90, well, again, it's even, so I know 2 divided into 90, 45 times. As it ends in 5, I know 5 is a factor, and 5 is prime, so put a ring around it. 5 divided into 45, 9 times, and again, 9 is 3 and 3, and each of those are prime. As we want to find the highest common factor, my first step now is I convert that into a Venn diagram. So I draw 2 overlapping circles. On the left-hand side, I'm going to label this as being 72, and on the right-hand side, I'm going to label this as being 90. We always start in the overlapping region, the part in the middle, and we put any common prime factors in 72 and 90. Here we've got 2 that's common, so it goes in the overlapping. We've got 3 that's common, so it goes in the overlapping. And we've also got another 3 that's common. To find the highest common factor, all we simply do is multiply our numbers in the overlapping region. Is 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. We must work it out. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 3 gives us 18. Question 4. The diagram shows the plan, front elevation and side elevation of a solid shape drawn on a centimetre grid. In the space below, draw a sketch of the solid shape. Give the dimensions of the solid on your sketch. Well, we know plan is from above. Therefore, looking at the 3 elevations, I know my solid shape is a cylinder. As we are told it's a centimetre grid, and to give our dimensions, we'll look at my circle on top of my cylinder. Therefore, I know it has a diameter, in this case, of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has a diameter of 4 centimetres, as a centimetre grid. So you must label that. And the height of my cylinder is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 5 centimetres. Question 5. Shape A can be transformed to shape B by a reflection in the x-axis, followed by a translation CD. Find the value C and the value D. As we're told shape A has first been reflected in the x-axis. Well, the x-axis is our horizontal. X goes across. As it's been reflected, it's a mirror image. So looking at the first vertex here, as it was 2 above, it's now going to be reflected to become 2 below the x-axis. As this vertex was 2 above, again, it's going to be reflected, become 2 below. As this vertex here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above, therefore it's going to be 5 below the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's a mirror image. We're told it's followed by a translation CD. To find our translation, all we need to do is select a vertex and see where that corresponding vertex has ended up. So this vertex here, top left, has ended up over here. Count the number of squares. It's moved in my x direction first. Well, it's moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the negative x direction. So therefore it's negative 6. That's my value for C. And now looking at my y direction, well, it's come down 1 square. So negative 1 in my y direction. So my D is negative 1. Question 6. A shop sells packs of black pens, packs of red pens, and packs of green pens. There are 2 pens in each pack of black pens, 5 pens in each pack of red pens, 6 pens in each pack of green pens. On Monday, the number of packs of black pens sold in the ratio number of packs of red pens sold in the ratio number of packs of green pens sold was 7 to 3 to 4. A total of 212 pens were sold. Work out number of green pens sold. First, we're looking at our ratio for packs. We know it's 7 to 3 to 4. As I have the ratio for packs, but I want to work out number of green pens sold, my next step is to work out the ratio for number of pens. I know there's 2 pens in each packet of black pens, and I've got 7 packets of black. So I'm going to times that by 2, or 7 times 2 gives us 14. I know there's 5 pens in each packet of red pens, and I've got 3 packets of red. So I'm going to times that by 5. 3 times 5 gives us 15. I know there's 6 pens in each packet of green, and I've got 4 packets of green. So I'm going to times that by 6. And 4 times 6 gives us 24. So as I'm given the total number of pens sold, in this case 212, therefore my first step is to add up my parts. So here I'm going to do 14, add 15, add 24. And that comes to 53 parts. And those 53 parts must equal the total number of pens sold, which in this case we are told is 212. As I want to work out one part, I'm going to divide the total number of pens, in this case my 212, divide by the total number of parts, which in this case is 53. And 212 divided by 53 gives us 4. So each part is worth 4 pens. As I want to work out the number of green pens sold, well, green we know was 24 parts, and each part is now 4 pens. So therefore, total number of greens is going to be 24 multiplied by 4, and 24 times 4 gives us 96. So there's 96 green pens sold. Question 7. Here are 2 rectangles. I'm told QR equals 10 centimeters. So QR equals 10 centimeters, that length. I'm told that BC equals PQ. So BC, this length here, is equal to PQ. As I don't know either of them, but I know they're the same, therefore I can call it each Y because they're equal to each other. I'm told the perimeter of ABCD is 26 centimeters. Well, perimeter is the total distance around the outside of a 2-dimensional shape, and that equals 26. I'm told the area of PQRS is 45 centimeters squared. Well, the area is the total inside of our 2-dimensional shape, as is the area of PQRS. The area, in this case, therefore, is 45 centimeters squared. And I'm asked to find the length of AB, which is this length here. I know to calculate the area of a rectangle, it's the length multiplied by its width. As I have the area and its length, therefore, to work out the width, I can do the opposite. So I can do the area, in this case, 45, divided by its length, in this case, 10. And 45 divided by 10 will give us 4.5. So I know the width of the rectangle here is going to be 4.5 centimeters. As we were told that BC and PQ is equal, therefore I know that BC is now also 4.5. So I can label this as being 4.5. As this is also a rectangle, I know opposite lengths of a rectangle equal. So this is also going to be 4.5. I was told the perimeter of ABCD is 26 centimeters. Well, the perimeter is the total distance around the outside of my 2-dimensional shape. Therefore, I'm going to start by adding up the 2 sides I know. Well, 4.5 add 4.5 will give us 9. Subtracting that from the top perimeter, which in this case was 26. So 26 subtract 9 will give us 17. And I know opposite lengths of a rectangle are equal. Therefore, to work out the length of AB, I'm just going to do 17 divided by 2. And 17 divided by 2 gives us 8.5. So therefore, the length of AB is 8.5 centimeters. Question 8. Work out an estimate